One of my biggest concerns, far more than anything else, is the Treasury. And we have the Treasury yields fell to all-time lows. The 10-year below 1%. The 10-year. So you go out and get a 10-year CD, theoretically, you're probably going to only make about 1% on it for a 10-year commitment. Now we start to really have a problem because we notice that government bond rates and the treasuries are not even keeping up with inflation at this point. You know, one of the things that I bragged about many, many times on the air, that the United States of America was the only one that had government bond, only developed nation that had government bonds with a whole number in front of that decimal point. Well, guess what? Not anymore. Not anymore. And I don't like it. It really, really is something that nobody seems to be concerned about, but we should be concerned about. This week, when it did happen, I said, this is a huge mistake. 50 basis points told everybody in the market that we are in crisis. That's what it did. It said to all of the global traders, and we lose sight, we take for granted how much money, trillions of dollars coming into our market from overseas. And we let all of them know, hey, those trillions of dollars that you're sending over here, you ought to know we are in major crisis here in our economy. That's what the Fed did. And the markets go down this week big time. What would you expect after you cut 50 basis points? Not to mention Treasury yields falling. We're just like everybody else now. You remember how often I've been saying this for the last couple of years? Why is it? I want to know. Maybe somebody's got a reason. Why is it that I'm the only one talking about this? This is a problem. This is a problem. We can't have the Federal Reserve trashing our dollar at the very same time the government is running up record high debt. And it's at the very same time that we got to take that debt and sell it to other countries. So I'm Switzerland. Why do I want to buy American debt? I can do better, buying some other country's debt maybe. There's no reason to buy it. And let's keep in mind, folks, we are the number one. I'm not going to say we are the, because there's other reserve currencies, but we're the number one reserve currency. What's this going to do to the petrodollar? What I mean by that is, remember that all oil in everywhere in the world is traded in US dollars. Why do we want to do that now? Why? Is our dollar that safer, that stronger? If you listen to the Fed and you look at the markets and you look at our treasury yields, you're saying, hey, we might, why is that better than Germany or any other country, the developed nation? It's a problem. It's wrong. We shouldn't have done it. It's just my opinion. And now the Federal Reserve in his Beige Book report yesterday, 48 times in the minutes of that meeting, 48 times the Federal Reserve mentioned epidemic. Quote, use the word. 48 times they talked about the epidemic. It's a setup, folks. It's a setup. That's the Federal Reserve setting us up for more quantitative easing, more lowering of interest rates. It's not a good idea. And unfortunately, you know how I feel about this, President Trump's going to get his way and we're going to have negative interest rates. That's going to be really good for our economy. I'm being sarcastic. That's going to be great. Oh, yeah. Yeah. What that does, it now puts the United States of America just like everybody else. So now nobody is going to be able to find the best looking horse in the glue factory. Everybody's going to be the same. Everybody's going to be the same. No shining star of the United States of America. We want to get rid of that. We want to get rid of that. In a year when I'm saying, I told you this was going to happen. I told you these problems were going to continue to reoccur. If we don't turn it around real quick, we can't turn it around too quick because the Federal Reserve is not going to raise rates. So if this virus is over tomorrow, you think they're going to take back that 50 basis points? Come on. Hey, remember to click the subscribe button right here on the screen. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when new content is added. And more importantly than anything, you don't want to miss all 3 live hours of Financial Issues every day from 9 to noon. And you can watch it on FISM.tv. That's FISM.tv.